Hey, what's up, everyone? Day 22. Let's jump into it and see what we got happening today.
Hey, what's up, Savages? Day 22. We're rocking and rolling, baby. So I told you guys, like, today I'm really focused on, I'm cleaning up all my groups. I'm going through which groups that they haven't let me in, and deleting them, whatever, it's fine. And then really honing in on the ones that we have got some action in, right? And the ones that are just like dead, I'm just kind of like, whatever. We'll still continue to post that stuff from time to time. But I wanted to show you guys, like, hey, we even get... You just never know, guys. You just never know in these groups, man, what you're going to get, right? So I just posted this an hour ago, right? This is part of the daily posts. And like, dude, somebody's like, I love this. I currently love, hey, cool. We built some businesses, blah, blah, blah. Appreciate a lot of information, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is very receptive. This is the type of group that you guys want to be in. Like, don't be in this group because this is my group. Whatever. I'm just saying, I picked out some towns around, you guys know that I'm Oklahoma and Arizona. I picked out some towns around there and focus on getting in those groups because it'll show like a little bit of familiarity. Is that a word? Familiarity? I don't know if that's a word or not, but we just made it a word. See, guys, anybody can do this, okay? So you don't have to be highly educated. And so we're, going into these groups, and basically what I'm really going to focus on is continue to do my value posts on these groups, but really hone in on some that have some good action. And guys, I'm not going to lie. There's other people that are marketing in these groups. So it's just part of the game, right? Everybody, there's not a lot of people doing it, but I see from time to time about that stuff. So it's okay. It's totally okay. We're just going to keep plugging along and things are good. Like, we've done a lot of follow-up today with a bunch of different clients. Not even clients yet, just follow up of people like, hey, we need some more testimonials. We need some more in the queue. We do have some testimonials scheduled for like this week, right? Because we want to get those on the site as fast as possible. That way, when we start to run ads, then we can people are going to see those testimonials on our website. And that's going to build a lot of just belief in what we do, which is real, guys. Like, we have people getting lots of reviews right now with the system. I don't know if Kate's talked about that. Like, we've got people that have like 7. There's one that's got like 10 reviews, right, from reactivation campaign. So it's huge, man. It's totally huge, guys. What we're doing is something fantastic for these people, and I'm excited to show you guys continue more. It's like, obviously it's a low ticket, or it's even no ticket sometimes, and then it's leading into other things, and that's really what this business is about. So we're gonna keep plugging on. I'll show you guys just a few more things that we're doing here in just a little bit. So, guys, just finishing up, I showed you that, man, I went through a bunch of these groups and cleaned them all up, right? But also went through and commented on a bunch of different posts. Like, I was multitasking here. I was on the phone while I was doing that too. So, it's just important that you kind of like make sure some of the groups that you're in or that you're talking a lot of. I will show you guys some of this. These are like brand new groups that I popped in here. Let's see here. Just like Flagstaff ones, right? Let's see, what's another good example? Where's another one that we were at? People are like, man, I just started my business. I'm still trying to figure out this SEO thing. Like, see, I need to go comment on that one, right? So you guys just remember, this is why consistency is so important in posting in your groups and posting your value posts, is because you just never know when a client's going to come. We also have some exciting things we'll talk about on end of day, just kind of how the day ended, which is just awesome, right? So I'm pumped for that. We'll keep plugging along. You guys, day 22, rock on. We don't have very many days left, but that's okay. We're going to close some business this week. So I'm pumped. Show you guys how we're going to do that, and then some other things that we got going on. So we keep rocking and rolling. See you guys soon.
Hey, what's up, guys? So day 22 here, and first and foremost, we have our very first person booked for the podcast here tomorrow, which is super cool. So that's already happening. We've had some other responses come through, so we'll see kind of what happens here by end of day, but it's just really cool to see that is already working and producing some results. So obviously we'll probably talk about that more here at the end of day, but from my side right now, it's just we're fixing some tweaks in the system. We've had some things that we've realized as we started sending out appointment reminders and confirmations and different things in the workflow that we actually had to go back and update and adjust. So I've just been updating and fixing some of those things, getting those tweaks and things dialed in, so that way that system and process is super smooth. Yeah, so that's what we got today. We have our first person booked for tomorrow, which is super cool. So I'm excited to see what happens here throughout the rest of the day. and even into tomorrow. So that's day 22 for me, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back. Day 22. I tell you what, there's just a lot going on right now, which is good. Like, we're going to be talking about some of the stuff that, dude, we got some other stuff on fire too, which is cool. Obviously, you guys see I did a lot of follow up today, showing you guys that really you never know what you're going to get out of a group, even a brand new group that I just hopped in that I showed you guys. Like, I posted a value post, and then within an hour, had a few comments, was going back and forth with somebody, which is huge, man. It's like you guys just never know. Like, obviously, you guys see me posting every day, and I've been doing, and there's some days, honestly, guys, I missed because I was moving and traveling and all that stuff. But just staying consistent, right? If you just say, hey, no matter what, I'm going to continue to do this every single day, guys, it's going to compound. It's just a numbers game. Whether you're cold calling, whatever it is, this is a little bit easier than cold calling, in my opinion. I don't like cold calling. That's the real thing. I would rather do this and chat with people online and find more people in Facebook groups, because there's some dynamite groups. You guys see that there's a couple groups in there, and you guys stay out of my groups. I'm just kidding. You can find groups, find groups in your local area to hop in and start adding value. And like, you start picking different cities around you and maybe even states that you're from or anything like that. And you'd be really surprised, man. There's some treasure out there. There really is. And it's just about providing value, answering correctly. I showed you guys is like, sometimes I use ChatGPT just to kind of like give me some ideas on how to respond if I don't necessarily know how to respond. It just helps me give ideas. I just leverage AI is what I do. So, if there's something that you don't know, like if somebody's asking a question, dude, it's okay to use ChatGPT to kind of help you figure out an answer. So it's, man, there's lots of great things. Like I said, we've got, I think tomorrow we have a couple testimonials that are going to be coming in, which is really, really good for the website. We're going to be posting those soon too, which is fantastic. Goodness, dude, there's just a lot going on over
We
the
got
next few
our
days.
first podcast episode you're doing tomorrow.
Let's go. And guess what, guys? This is funny, dude. We were just talking about this. Cade and I have been on podcasts before, but we've never done a podcast before. We've never done one. We've never been the person that interviews somebody. Obviously, we've talked with business owners and probably hundreds, if not thousands, of business owners in the past, but it's just been in conversation, right? Like, hanging out with some friends, talking whatever, or maybe out and about having dinner or at a bar or something like that, talking business. But we've never done a structured, if you will. That's kind of a strong word for this first podcast. We're just going to kind of outline some stuff and really just ask some questions. And really just the great thing about what we're doing is our goal is we just want to get in the minds of entrepreneurs, right? And like, hey, what started your business? Like, what made you get out of your job to do this? Like, what's your mission behind it? Who do you do it for? What are some of your like your big goals and dreams of the business, like, and why? So it'll be really awesome. It's gonna be really, really awesome. And guys, like I said, like, you guys are seeing a lot of this stuff is, even though Kate and I have some experience doing some things, there's some things that we don't have experience in.
Yep, we've
Which
never
is
hosted a podcast, so this is going to be a first. TJ's running it now. I'm not doing it. TJ's the front, right? He's the face and he's the front runner doing sales and different stuff. So he's running it. But I mean, I've done podcast outreach to help people get on podcasts. So this was a little bit new, doing it to get people on our podcast. But here's the thing, we got one booked already, and we just started it 2 days ago, I think. And we have two more people that are interested and want to or are willing to be a guest on the show. And so, like, the fact that, I mean, we're sitting about a 1% conversion right now. I think we've sent out over 300 emails, but dude, like, 1% conversion, we up the numbers of how many we're sending. I mean, we could have TJ on a podcast episode every day, which is great because now we're getting in front of a business owner, having a conversation, building a connection, talking about what they do. They're automatically going to be interested in what we do, right? They're going to be like, well, what's Savage Systems? So what do you guys do? Well, we do this, 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 and this, and we help businesses do this. We just started it, but we have a lot of experience. And then we're going to have that content now that we can go post on YouTube and socials, and then we give them the content, and then they go share it. And we're just going to get exposure, a lot of exposure from it. And I think it's going to be great. So we're getting that triple win and it's working. But we're figuring out TJ's going to have to get good at doing podcasts or interviewing people here. So, and that's
Dude,
okay.
it's gonna be so fun. Like, hey, what do they say? If you're scared, you're doing it right. It's not that I'm scared. It's just the thing is too, guys, is the only reason we get nervous or I guess we're scared about certain things is just we don't know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys heard me talk about this. If I ask you what your birthday is, your address, all that stuff, you already know that stuff because you've practiced it. We haven't practiced this at all. And it's gonna be kind of like hey, we're gonna have some bullet points. We've kind of already wrote out some stuff really quick. And we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. And the great thing is dude, once you do the first one, right? It's kind of like getting your first client.
Right.
Everybody's nervous, right? You're nervous, like, are they going to say yes? Are they going to, are they going to say no or whatever? Man, once you get through that first one, it's game over from there. You do
Yep.
it that one time, it's game over. Remember, you probably don't remember this, riding your bike for the first time with no training wheels. It was game over from there. You can go out right now. Sorry if you can't ride a bike, but if you can go out right now and ride your bike around. You know what I mean? Because you learned it when you were a kid. That was a bad example, but you know what
Yeah.
I mean, guys.
For everyone that doesn't know how to ride a bike.
Sorry. Okay. I was going to say swimming, which is even worse because there's probably a lot of people that don't know how to swim. That's okay. You guys get my point as far as just diving in and jumping in and doing something that maybe you're not used to because then it becomes familiar and you start getting good at it. You start getting better and better and better. And that's part of what this whole challenge is like we're doing some stuff that we haven't done or we haven't done at all. And then there's some stuff we're familiar with. But as you can see, dude, none of us we're perfect guys. We're just a couple knucklehead guys that have built some cool things and built some cool things and run some cool businesses that want to show you guys like, hey, it's possible, man. I don't care where you came from. I don't care what you did. If you just got out of prison yesterday, it doesn't matter. You can get a GHL account and make some decisions and change your life. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it's really about is making a decision to do something different. And dude, we help people. We provide solutions to people. And that's what I absolutely love about our business, man, is we're not having to, I'm not having to, there's a ton of examples, but I love this business because we get to help people. And by doing this podcast, man, it's going to be fantastic because, like Cade was saying, is they're going to be able to post this on their socials if they want to and all that stuff. Just, maybe somebody hears about their bit or, they explain their business and why they're doing it and this and that. And, we're not going to go into like crazy, crazy detail, but we are going to learn like what's the thought process behind it because you guys will find a lot of people start their business because of a reason. It's not just because like, I just decided I just wanted to start a business. No, it's because I got tired of this or I didn't want to do this anymore or whatever it is. And we like to dig into that. We like to get to the bottom of that because we all have a reason, right? We all have a reason kind of why we went into entrepreneur land. And I think that's something to be talked about because not everybody's made out for it, but there's a lot of people that can be, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
just learning. It's just totally learning. I didn't ever really, maybe as a younger age, I did see like, my grandpa used to own a business or whatever. And okay, cool. I saw that, whatever. I didn't really think anything of it until, in my 20s. So in my 20s, it's like, you know what? I think I want to start a business. So it's, dude, we're just out here adding value, getting value from people, figuring out like, hey, what's their why and why why they're out there doing business, man. So I'm excited. Like tomorrow's going to be a killer day. We've got lots of stuff on the plates, doing testimonials and podcasts. Day one, first one. So let's go.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm just excited to see that it's working already and that we got our first one so fast because who knows what it will turn into. TJ is going to build, in my opinion, in that hour, 45 minutes from now, he's going to build a solid relationship with that individual. And, it might lead to, well, actually, and here's the cool thing. This specific person already said that they are part of another group that's loaded with small business owners that they could introduce us to. So, TJ, remember that for tomorrow.
Thanks, dude. No pressure, right?
Yeah.
None. There's no pressure at all.
So, I mean, that could open up referrals, right, for other people that we could potentially interview, which is great because if this person has a good experience, we can ask them, hey, who are other business owners that you know? that you could connect us with, and we'll just ask them for a connection. Would you be open to connecting us via email, or Facebook or something like that? And now that's going to lead to more people, more connections. And even if it doesn't turn into a podcast episode, just the connection alone and getting to find out what they do for business could lead to them becoming a customer. So I'm really excited to see what this is going to produce for us here in the long term, especially because again, we just started it. Obviously, we started it a little bit late in our 30 days, but it was just something that kind of popped up. And we're like, it was an idea that we had. Like, well, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Um, I think it's going to be killer. So we'll keep you guys posted on the data from it. And like we said, if it works out the way that we're thinking, we'll just share the snapshot that we use for the outreach. But then, you guys are gonna have to figure out your interview stuff and whatnot. But yeah. So
Yeah, it's not going to be that hard.
oh,
I mean, it's just, dude, we're good, genuine people, and that's what are our intentions, guys. We don't really have we just have intentions of finding out more about people and their businesses and all that stuff because I'm excited to learn about some different industries that I don't even know about. Right, like that's probably the most exciting part. Is Kate and I know certain industries, right? And I wouldn't say certain. There's a lot of industries that we know, but then there's also a lot of industries that we don't know. So I'm really excited to get some people on that we don't know anything about their industry at all, So
mhm.
I think it's going to be really, really cool. There's going to be lots of good information coming out of it. So
Yep.
yeah,
So it's gonna come down to the wire, I think. But day 22 had some good stuff.
day 22. We got some more meetings coming up later this week. You guys keep paying attention. If you have questions about anything that we're doing, put that comment section down there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be answering every single thing that you guys have a question about, but we'll continue to just keep plugging along, man. Excited for day 22, and then shoot, we are ending day 22, and then we have what 7 or 8 more days. I don't know how to count. 30. So yeah,
Yeah. Right now we got 8 more days in our 30-day series, so it's going
there we
fast.
go.
Going
It is.
fast. But something's gonna come. We got some
Yep.
good stuff. So
We'll
whether it
see you
happens
guys.
in the 30 days or not, like we said, there's still a lot of good stuff happening, and it's just a matter of time. So yeah, it's gonna be close, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Day 22, everyone. See you for day 23.
See you guys.